My dad.
Before coming here in 1980, I was working as an advertising manager in an international advertising company. But when the chance came, I thought, hey, why not check out the opportunities here? So I did, and obviously I had a good journey. That's why I'm still here. We are required to learn English starting in the first grade. English is our second language. So there may be some accents that will never go away, but communicating is not a problem. Since I've been here, I have observed that Americans are more straightforward. Now, if he can't make it to your party, he'll just say, no, I can't be there. But a Filipino would usually say, I'll try to be there, and really try his best to be there. Another example is when a Filipino asks you to have half of his sandwich, don't be surprised if he asks you the second time, and even the third and the fourth time. That's how persistent Filipinos are. When it comes to being straightforward, the Americans are more effective. Also in time management. When they say 3 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock. But for Filipinos, 3 o'clock would mean 3:15, 3:20. They think it's still ethical if it's a few minutes after 3 o'clock. But you know what? When it comes to communicating emotions, the Filipinos are more effective. They don't just say it, they make you feel it.
I'm definitely glad I chose my dad to interview for this assignment. There were actually a lot of things that I didn't know prior to interviewing him. Like, for example, I didn't know that they were required to learn English in the first grade. And I think that's primarily because the goal is always to leave the Philippines and come over here to America. So I think preparing them at an early age to be ready when they come over is very important to the Filipinos. Another thing too that stood out was Filipino time and how real it is. My dad said Filipinos will show up like 15, 20 minutes late. Try like an hour. Um, Sometimes an hour, maybe like half an hour, but honestly, like Filipino time is definitely real. If you are Filipino or if you know someone who's Filipino, I'm pretty sure there's an instance when you asked them to be somewhere at a certain time and you were like wondering if they were ever even going to come. But they showed up, just not really on time. So that's some kind of things that I learned. And it's not even like we're trying to diss you or anything. I think that's just how it is in the Philippines. So bear with us on that. In the Philippines, I'm not really sure how it is. I've only been there once back in 1998. I was 8 years old. And ever since then, I haven't really had much interest in going back. But I think, honestly, through this communication class and just all my communication classes, learning about how different societies are and different cultures are, even within one race, um, how different they can be is something that's intriguing me. And I would love to see that. My dad goes back still every year. He has a feeding program when he feeds the poor children. So I think the next time that he goes, I'm probably gonna go just because I want to check it out and see how things are over there, right? See the differences for myself, and then maybe one day I can be an interviewee for someone who needs an interview.